Oh, yeah, it's still saying going live with a spinning circle. I think we are now live. I think we are live. Yeah?
I don't think so.
Man.
Oh, wait. I think... There we go. There we go.
If there weren't some sort of technical issues, this would not be a Vega stream. So...
I think we figured it out.
This is fitting. This is fitting. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome for the stream. I am so pumped up to get this started for the first Vega Battlegrounds Championship. This is the Illuminati Invitational, bringing together some of your favorite, most skilled, most entertaining YouTubers, along with some folks who are not YouTubers, who I think have just as good a chance of winning this thing. Before we get too far into it, I do want to welcome the one, the only, Karate Michael to the stream. Thank you so much for being here.
Dude, thank you for forcing me to come. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for inviting me, man.
I love the idea of me being able to force you to do literally anything. And also DLL should be joining us on call at some point. If he does, of course, we'll introduce him. And I think there's a tiny chance Lagacy might be stopping by, which would be fitting, as I think he is the only contestant to have won a major Marvel Contest of Champions tournament. That is correct, isn't it?
I think so, unless MSD is involved. I don't think MSD is involved, right?
No.
So, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he couldn't make this one, which is disappointing. We'll hopefully be able to get him into the next one, right? I mean, and that's just the way it is, folks. In fact, let me address that just at the very, very beginning, because I know I hurt feelings with this tournament, and I apologize. Like, I really do. It was not intentional. I just got together 32 people who I thought would form an excellent, entertaining, competitive tournament. And I absolutely have all the intentions of the world of doing more of these, involving the community as far as like community choice for future ones. And I hope that we can get so many of your favorite YouTubers in. It was really cool to see the list of YouTubers and just like MCoC personalities, right? This is such a big community with so many fun people. We'll do our best to get those in tournament 2 and 3 and 4, because that is my intention, is to do that many and just keep this rolling. But today, we are concentrating on this first one. I see the chat, so many chat. OG Highline, thank you so much, my friend. I don't know if we're going to do a top shelf champion for this one, which I probably should have started off by saying, but I will definitely, I've written it down. I appreciate it, as you know, always do. And we will get those up there for following streams, or if maybe we do some gameplay or something like that after this, the draw is over. Now, I think DLL has just joined the stream. Is that you there, buddy?
I heard a ping.
My bad.
Buddy. What's up, man?
Hey, you know what I say about wizards, right? They don't arrive late. They don't arrive early. They
arrive precisely when they mean to.
There you go. Yeah. You can see the chemistry at work. What is going on, my friend? Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. So I'm going to very, very quickly, for those who don't know, the Battlegrounds are coming. They're coming on September 12th. We have this really cool blog post. I've highlighted a few things. This is not why you're here, though. I am aware of that, but I do want to get this information out. I hope to do this in 30 seconds or less, and then we can talk about it kind of as we do the stream and fill out the bracket here. But Battlegrounds, at a glance, I think the really cool things to point out here are that, let's see, challenge your friends in 1v1 matches. This tournament that we're putting on would not be possible without that. I am trying to find out exactly what the nodes will be for those friendly matches. If we get that information on the stream, we'll let you know. Very cool. You can create multiple decks to use as a click of a button, including a specific master set. This is a big deal. A lot of people were asking that. Looks like you can do up to 3. Champion charges have been removed. I think that is incredibly pro player. We'll let Mike and DLL obviously discuss that a little bit more. Health increase has returned to 300%. I personally love that, and timers have returned to 2 minutes. You can see these mastery presets, kind of get an idea of how they are going to work. It sounds like, in theory, they will be relatively seamless and fun to use. There will be multiple tracks as far as how you're going to move up the rankings, the ladder, and these sorts of things, right? Because this is in-game. It's like an in-game season. You'll see that as we go through. On all summoners will begin their battle on dominance on the victory track. So this is kind of like where you're starting off and those sorts of things. You can see you'll be moving your way up these various levels. And then upon reaching a new division, you will get the rewards immediately. This is an Eternity of Pain. This is Battlegrounds. You get your payout right then, right now, right? You can see seasons are going to last from not from 1 to 4 weeks. It will last 4 weeks, and they will have a node associated with them. You can see that. And then if you've, won enough and done so well, you will make this, I think that's where you make the gladiator circuit. I get a little confused with the terminology. But this is where summoners will have a chance to push to the top of the global leaderboards to achieve their top position. And then in that gladiator circuit, the node actually changes. I really like this touch. Again, we'll come back and we'll talk about these nodes a little bit as we're doing the rest of the stream. But here's just a shot so you can see what they're going to be. And then there are a variety of rankings in this gladiator circuit. You can tell they're intending for quite a few of us to make it. I'm sure it will be very difficult to get in there. But if you do, there's the different breakdowns. And then we're all interested in this part, right? Let's not beat around the bush. How am I getting rewarded? Rewards and objectives. There's the victory track, the Elder's Marks, the gladiator circuit itself, and then, of course, the store. You'll be earning various currency, which you can use in the store. How Battlegrounds work, that would take a very long time. If you're unfamiliar with that, it would take a long time to explain it all now. But maybe if there's some questions, I see the chat is going like crazy right now. You can ask them, and we will get to them as we go. Mike and DLL, before we get too far into the draw itself, was there anything specifically you wanted to mention before we get started?
I think you did a pretty good job explaining most of that there.
And the DLL, what were you saying, bud?
Actually, let me double check on something real quick.
Cool.
But yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. Then we will jump straight into the draw. That's what people are here for. And like I said, ask questions and we will get started on it. All right. I'm dealing with a slightly different streaming setup than normal because I did want to get this all looking. Oh, that's not what I should do. As pretty as possible for you. Hopefully the legibility is good. Now, we are starting off the draw with the top models. Those who are wondering, basically, these are the prettiest players in the battle realm, right? We watch their gameplay and we're often like, how the heck did you even do that? And then they explain it and I have no idea. I'm baffled. And we're going to go old school. I couldn't get ping pong balls. So we actually wrote it on little pieces of paper. Hopefully you guys can see it. You can see everyone's names. Everyone's got a little sheet of paper. And I'm going to crumple these up so that there are no shenanigans.
You didn't get a hamster ball for us? I feel cheated.
I trust me, I wanted to get ping pong balls and the whole thing. And we've got pieces of paper and a lucky hat. That's what we have.
Well, as long as we got the lucky hat, I think we're going to be good to go.
Yeah, it's just, who's it going to be lucky for? I think that's the concern for me, is who is it going to be lucky for? And again, to continue on, Mr. Fernandez is heckling DLL before we even get too far into it. Thank you, PWF, for sharing.
Is it about lore? Because I already took that.
No, I'll let him talk his own smack. All right. So, just again, to further show, there are no shenanigans. There's no tomfoolery here. I will pick a name from the hat. As you can see, I'm not even looking at it. I've got it crumpled up in my hand right here. And Mike, let's start with you. Which group will this top model be leading?
Man, I think this one's going to be going to Group C.
Group C. So we're opening this up. And the first placement is FinTech. FinTech will be in Group C.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That is a big, big deal. Got to get this written down here. This was the part that I was like...
add a little bit of body text.
Yeah, just add a little bit of body text. Not a lot of body text. Not a lot, just a little bit, right?
A fintech.
There we go. It'll look prettier when we're done. I don't want to take the time to make everything look pretty, right? All right, let's move on. I've got the next...
Oh.
What's that? Tell me.
Oh, never mind. You already showed that. I was just seeing J-Nick saying some things. I have so much trouble keeping track of what we're allowed to say when.
Me too. That's why, fortunately for me, I understand very little. So I'm just always going to say, I really don't know. All right.
My favorite line is, "I'm not sure that that's been confirmed yet."
Yeah. All right, let's go DLL. Keeping this moving along. What is the next group for the second placement?
Let's go E.
E? And Mike, I don't know if you can tell, but you are getting heckled to do AQ.
I was literally just doing AQ. While I was talking to you.
Roddy Mike is the leader for Group E. The leader, the first placement for Group
My God.
E. All right, so you're going to need to be pretty protective of that group now. Again, just a little bit of body text. Let's get Roddy Mike up there.
Might be easier if you just copy and paste the name, fintech or my name there. That way it's going to already have the small text. You can just put it right in there, since you're going to be doing this a lot of times.
Yeah, you know what? I love it. Thank you. We'll and I know your name is spelled wrong. We'll fix it.
Cardi Mike, like Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi. There you go. Thank you for getting to the spirit of this. All right. Next one. For which group, Michael, will this top model be going to?
This one's got to be going H.
H. Definitely Group H. Definitely Group H. And the top model in Group H will be... Oh, man, you guys are off the board early. Daddlylonglegs. Daddlylonglegs in Group H. Now, Mike, what were you saying here? You saying copy and paste?
Yeah, so just go to my name or go to Finn's name and just press Control-C and then just... No, you see under Group E? Go under Group E and click on my name.
Yeah.
You click on that, and you just copy it.
Yeah.
And then you just paste it.
Here?
Yeah. Then you drag it over, but it's already the same size that you need it to be, so you don't have to readjust it every time.
Is there anything you can't do?
There's a few things.
Are you sure?
I'm not going to disclose what those things are, but there are a few things.
You're a smart man. Look at that. That's how good he is at stuff. I think you just decreased the length of the stream by 50%. Thank you so much.
Notes. I'm really bad at fighting Howard the Duck, everyone.
All right. Whose turn is it to pick a group? I've already lost track.
It'd be you, right?
Me? Do I get to pick one? All right. We're going with Group F. Group F. And the first top model in Group F...
Oh, Clown comes out swinging.
Is Lagacy. Lagacy, the top model.
Oh my God,
Group
Jay.
F. Is the chat.
Oh.
Hey man, I never said I can't jump. So.
It would be kind of cool if we just made everyone karate something, right? Just kind of did that. All right. I think it's Mike's turn. Mike, the next group, please.
All right, we're going for Group B this time.
Group B. Group B. The top model in Group B is MP Blaze. MP Blaze. And everyone was asked if they were interested in to give me a quote, something they want the group to know, the other contestants to know, something. MP Blaze is our first contestant who took me up. Actually, DLL did too, and I forgot. I'm sorry, DLL. I am sorry. MP Blaze he wants everyone to know his interesting fun fact is that he loves playing Ultimate Frisbee, and he also teaches Zumba. That's pretty cool. I had recently learned that. Which group did we say he was going to be in? I've already lost track. Does anyone remember?
I want to say we said A.
A? All
Yeah,
right.
that sounds right.
All right, let's go with A. That's not good. Undo that. No. We'll get there. And then Karate Mike.
Looks like we have Kabam John in the chat.
What? Thank you so much for being here, John. All right. DLL, you pick the next group, please.
All right, let's do D.
D. And in Group D, the top model is B Manny. B Manny of 4 Loki.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. These groups are outrageously difficult. Like, there's not a single person in this tournament who would shock me if they won the whole thing. Not a single.
Group A, group of death.
All right. We've only got two left. And what was it? DLL, if you could pick this one.
All right. Didn't I just say? Oh, okay. I know what happened. All right, I'll go with D again.
Oh, did you intend?
That's okay.
I am nothing but a stickler for the rules, for transparency and honesty. You went D. All right, so this is B then.
Yeah, let's do books.
Let's go B. Iron Patriot, one of the very first summoners to achieve mythic level status in this game.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a true fact.
John throwing shade at Lags.
I just want to say that DLL got to pick twice in a row, so that's kind of BS.
Well, how else am I going to fix the whole tournament? I don't.
It was in my contract.
Yeah, look. He asked for an appearance fee. That's not my fault. All right, and then so obviously Group G. I think we don't need to. Swedeah. I'm sure everyone knows.
Yeah, it's obviously fair because Mike got to pick Group G.
This is also true. All right. Now, this part will actually take me a minute to set it up. As you can see, I'm for those who've attended one of my streams before, you're like, wow, Vega's doing better with the technology than usual. And people who've never seen it are like, what is this guy doing? So this will take a few seconds to set up the rest. Maybe we can listen to the chat, answer some questions, and talk about all the Battleground fun. So I'll turn it over to DLL and Mike.
Hey.
Sure. So we don't know what nodes will be for friendlies, right?
No, I'm trying to get confirmation.
I feel like it's probably going to be just the same as the regular ones, though.
Regular being
the ranked Battlegrounds.
There we go.
But see, that's the thing. Do you think it will shift with the gladiator?
Baited John out.
Friendly will be Bulwark. Okay, nice. The
whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So. All right.
Sounds like it. So I forget, is the metal clause staying in there, or does everyone get the indestructible?
I believe the node says metal.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, Kabam says no metal clause. None of the tags are active. If it says
so, it's going to be a pseudo safeguard then.
Okay, well then there's probably a bug then because it says it on the dock. Just so you know. Says metal. But if there's no metal, then yeah, there's going to be just safeguard lot.
Safeguard with no armor break.
Yeah.
Have fun, everyone. I do kind of like this though. Like, I think it was MP Blaze who said, I think it was MP Blaze who said something about like, these globals were awful in war because, the fate of 60 people was riding on them every time you ran into them. But if it's one-on-one, bring it on.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like there's going to be like, especially if like, with flow, that's going to be some matchups that are just like awful, honestly. So that's going to be
if that trend keeps and every single champion in the game gets power gain on flow.
I mean, imagine McGog with flow. Just like double power gain. There's gonna be popping specialties left and right.
Yeah,
I think I hear boss music.
I don't want to imagine that. Please no. Please no. All right.
Vega's like, no imagination, please.
That was Let's not have these guys work on notes. Okay. All right. This is the MCoC skills with no bills. They're not all free to play, so I don't want to say that they are. I believe some are, but also known for just having such high skills, and they don't have those MCoC bills that some of us do have. We'll get to the sea life at the end of this group. All right. Is it Mike's turn? You guys know I'm bad at this stuff. Let's go with Mike.
Sure.
Which
what am I
group
doing?
is the first no skills or high skills, no bills placement going to be?
I suppose that would fit Swedeah then. Is that what we're doing? Are we mashing that up?
In any group, you just completely pick the group. The idea is to show that like none of this is planned. The groups are completely randomly selected.
Let's go with G. Why not?
Group G, Swedeah's group. So let's see who's in the same group as Swedeah. There's some amazing players in this group. Actually, they all are. Yep, yeah, they all are. We've got Egatron, really cool member on my Discord. Has a great YouTube channel, and his fun fact is played hockey in China as part of the 2016 CCM Beijing International Minor Hockey Tournament. I thought it was really cool of him to even include the term minor in there because all of that sounds very major to me and like a pretty cool accomplishment. So thank you so much, Egatron. And Egatron is also organizing and hosting along with Nerd another tournament actually on my Discord server. I think they had like 48 people in it. It's gonna be pretty big. All right, I wonder how Egatron, if he's in the chat, I wonder how he's feeling about this. Infamous is cheering him on, saying, you got this. All right, I'll pick the next group, and it is going to be... this is going to be Lagacy's group. This will be Lagacy's group, Group F. And this will be Spinnaker, who had one of the best rap battle MCoC YouTube videos ever. If you haven't checked it out, you absolutely have to. So it's not surprised he wrote me a little rhyme here, which is roses are red, Scorpion is green. I'm bringing that big mojo energy, if you know what I mean. That sounds ominous. It sounds like innocent at first, but ultimately it's not. That's my reading on that. All right. All right. And DLL, you pick the next group, please.
Yeah, let's go A.
I love Simula. Big Mojo Energy. I can get behind that. I love it. This is Group A.
Big Mojo Energy gets behind you.
Okay, I mean it when I say all the players are amazing, but I know people will know this one. I think we have our first group of death. A known group of death. I just want to put that out there. Group A has Slayer of Gods. Slayer of Gods. Yeah, that's...
MCGR.
Yeah. Do you like how I keep going over to the box each time where I want it to show up, but it shows up at the same place each time regardless?
Yeah, I love it. If you click Control V, it might come up in that spot. I don't know what program you're using though, so it might also not. It's a Canva.
Yeah.
But yeah, regardless, it also might not though.
It'd be a fun experiment. Might as well try. I like trying new things.
I recognize those rulers.
Yeah, I like trying new things. All right, whose turn is it? Mike, let's go with Mike.
Yeah, let's go Group C.
Group C. Okay, Group C with FinTech. Ooh, in my own battle group in 4 Loki, Super Sam.
Man.
Yeah. I'm telling you, these groups they're all groups of death. They're all... you said Control V, Mike?
Yeah, give it a shot. Nice.
Yeah. All right, Super Sam is in. I will pick the next one. We'll be going with Group E. Let's see who is with Mr. Karate Mike himself. Ooh. Simula. Simula is with Karate Mike. I know. Watch out.
Mojo's getting banned.
So is it still random within these groups? It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, or it's you play everyone in there? I forget.
Yeah, so that's a great question. Everyone will play. So you play everyone within your pool or within your group. You'll play each person. So everyone is guaranteed at least 3 matchups for the whole time. This tournament will take about 7 to 8 weeks, especially if we line up with that break. And then the 2 highest scoring summoners out of each group will advance onto the tournament stage, and I will match that up almost exactly the same as World Cup. So I'll take a look at a World Cup, women's or men's, tournament sheet, and then that's how that tournament will be filled out. That bracket will be filled out. All right.
Is that like Ted Lasso?
It's a lot like Ted Lasso. It's a lot like Ted Lasso. Yeah, I like that.
When does the third season come out? That's coming up.
I don't know.
Right?
They started filming it in February, so it should be like being edited at the moment, and it's probably going to be like one of those things where it's like Ted Lasso season 3 in 2 weeks. So I'm hoping it's coming out like soonish, but
Yeah, I'm with Jay
All right.
Nick. Not soon enough.
So it looks like the chat wants us to
that show.
do the chat wants us to do Group H now. So I'm going to go ahead and do Group H. This is not a Ted Lasso stream. It could be. It'd be really good if it was though. And Group H. Oh my God! The chat called it. The chat called it.
Fel?
It's Felganos. I'm sorry. I do not have the ability to explain this quote, but he's not going for silver this time. This time. I don't know. I should have asked for explanation, but it is what it is.
I think that means that we're supposed to be scared of him because in the past he was okay with second. This time he's coming for me.
That's how I read it too, and I was like, okay, if you're usually cool with silver, like I'm not that worried about you. But anyways, moving on.
Apparently, I'm incorrect. All right. Well, you can explain it as you're making excuses for why you don't have more rank 3s.
Because I can't tell the difference between B and D, I'll just pick these next two groups. And so this will be Group B, Iron Patriots group. Group B, Iron Patriots group. Part of me really hopes Marcus Pack ends up in the group with B Manny. Something about that matchup would just be beautiful. And it's not. It's not. Marcus is with Iron Patriot. Marcus's fun fact is he is the first summoner to clear Abyss of Legends with Cable as his main clear, which is actually true. It's actually true. And a really cool feat.
Intense.
Yeah, that is intense.
that was like right after APOC came out too, or something like that. Like he jumped right in with Cable.
Yeah, incredibly smart player. And I think he's the newest member of 4Loki. Is that?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
So welcome to the
Nice.
team.
Congrats.
Yeah. Marcus Pack, 16.
Nerd, we're already facing in round 1 of the other tournament.
All right. And so there's no suspense with this, but Campo MC, the friend maker with large black bears, apparently, is in Group D, rounding that out. All right. You guys know the drill now. This will take me a second to get the rest of this set up. So that was the No Bills group. This is where
It's
I think
looking fun already.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like, this feels like where it really gets going because the groups are starting to fill out. When does Ted Lasso season 4 come out? Does anyone know? I feel like I heard you guys say that they're already seeing it.
There won't be a season 4.
No?
3 is the last one, and we don't know when it's coming out, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, they started it from the beginning, aiming for a 3-season arc, and they're sticking to it apparently.
I respect that.
One day ago, when the heck is Ted Lasso season 3 coming? Okay, it hasn't been announced.
Blaymon. This group, the skills in this group are outrageous. So the full term for this group is their skills outkick their roster coverage, meaning their rosters maybe don't correspond exactly to how high skilled these guys are. How many members of G240 are in this group? Is it 2 or 3?
Stat asks, can we gamble on this? We're not going to track you down and stop you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My understanding is you can do what you want.
you can gamble on anything under the table.
Yeah.
Please follow all relevant laws and statutes.
I do like that as a general idea, though, but I don't think I'm officially allowed to say that. I have missed a person. Who am I missing?
October Madness.
How could I have missed someone? We'll get this fixed in just a second. Oh, I cannot believe this. Amanda.
Chat's got you.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. All right, so let's get them put into the lucky hat here. And I'm going to pick the first group. He bribed Vega. Who bribed me? Notice how I didn't deny that I was bribed. I'm just wondering which person they're referring to. All right. We will go with Group D. D is in dog with B, Manny, and Campo MC. Let's see who we've got here. Oh, geez. Nick 136. Nick 136. Who just reached a pretty...
Karnak.
Yeah. He just reached a large YouTube milestone, too. Make sure you go and congratulate him. Nick, his phone quote is Nick136, a.k.a. the Jinx God. The Jinx God. Wow. That group is absurdly talented. All right, moving on. Karate Mike, would you be willing to pick the next group?
Yeah, give me G.
G? G is in Swedeah and Egatron?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. We have... Oh, Nerd, I am sorry. It is Nerd, whose quote is, infamous talking smack while copying my strats. You know the vibe. I think Nerd did join Infamous recently on his stream where they went at length on various strategies for Battlegrounds. And Nerd does have, I think it ended up being 4 videos going really in depth on various attacker strategies, defender strategies for Battlegrounds. I absolutely loved the whole series. I downloaded and listened to them each multiple times. So
We have both of the biggest Strife fanboys in the same group. That's going to be fun.
Swedeah and Nerd. All right. DLL, go ahead and pick the next group, please.
Let's go E then.
E. Ooh, all right. With Karate Mike and Simula. Who will be joining Karate Mike and Simula? None other than BG3 for Loki's own Amanda, who's put out a lot of awesome war videos in this last
Ban
2-3 days. Yeah.
I was gonna ban everybody's favorite champion. That's my strat.
That's it?
I don't even care if they're good in Battlegrounds. They're getting banned.
So if you went up against Swedeah, you'd be like, the champion, he's out.
Probably ban Kamala Khan, the champion, and like some other terrible champ.
I like it.
I like how Vega cannot highlight the K, and so everyone's just getting the K at the start of their name for a little bit.
I genuinely, if I had known, like if I could go back and tell me of 30 minutes ago, I would just tell that person to leave in K and just have everyone be K this. I think it'd be a nice touch. All right, DLL, can you pick the next group, please?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick Group H then.
Ooh, Group H, his own group. Hold on. Here we go. Who has DLL picked for himself? Oh, wow. BMcG.
Nice.
Battleground leader of 4 Loki with some really cool. Keep your eye out. I think I saw the first one come out. Rank 4 Darkhawk. I think I saw that little showcase there right before we went live with this.
I'm such a big fan of that.
Yeah, I love smart players having fun in the game.
And no pressure.
I will pick the next one. We will be... I'm not on the board yet, am I? Yeah, that's right. We'll go with Group A. With Blaze and Slayer of Gods. I know Slaymon right now is like, it's going to be me. Here we go. Slaymon.
It's all rigged. It's all a show.
I couldn't have rigged it if I wanted to, but man, I wish I was that good. Slaymon's actual quote is, and this is true, this is a true fact, 2-time war champion in the extremely impressive Alliance, GT40 there. And he also wants us to know that he is a professional whaler. I think that was a bit of a warning shot for any whales that he may face.
I love how Slay's immediate comment is Slayer is going down, but he's not firing any shots at MP.
All right. Just 3 left. I'll pick this one. It will be Group F. Group F. Infamous. Infamous. Here's his quote. He's great at making mistakes once. Probably too caffeinated at any given moment and out to educate nerd on the art of war. Man, if I wish we could have got them in the same group somehow. That would have been the way to do it. All right. DLL, you pick the last one here. B or C?
C then.
C it is. With Fintech and Super Sam. Nah. It's with, yeah.
And Black Panther.
Yeah. The skill level is... so that would mean that in Group B, we will be having T. Jarvis, whose quote is, "I can't wait to be made GT40's pre-fight guy after they see this tournament." All right. It'll take me a minute to get these put up, but I will do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my name for Group C.
Change. Yeah.
I'm in 3 groups right now. I can't do that.
Again, I'm going to find the limits of your skill set. I'm going to do it. Who was this again? I've already forgotten. Nah. It's already nah. Okay. Now that I've fixed everyone else's names, I've got to fix this. It's starting to bother me.
I was actually waiting to see how long it would take you to fix that after copy and pasting it for 45 minutes.
Is it right now? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now we're going to set up the Sea Life. So what are you guys thinking of this group? Without picking your own, you're not allowed to pick your own group. What is the most difficult looking group to you?
I mean, they're all looking pretty solid, man. Like you said, like I wouldn't be shocked if anybody came out winning.
You see any natural rivalries developing?
Natural rivalries. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's going to be one of those things that happens as the tournament progresses.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I feel like every time I landed on one that I would be comfortable saying that I'm nervous about, I like reread one of the others.
Man, I want Steve in my group so I could ban Nova.
Is that the only rank 4 6200 Nova in the game? Has that ever been confirmed?
There's probably a couple more.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it was the only one.
It had to have been the first one, though, right? What do we think?
I think so. I think it was.
All right. Not always giving me trouble. I couldn't click on this name in the beginning. Now, I don't think I needed to explain Sea Life. You know, a lot of people are resistant to the term whale, but it's a fact. It's a thing. It's real. So we went with Sea Life. Sea Life. And I think the skill is pretty good in this group here too. I would not discount any of them. Some really high skill players there. So here we go. Let's get this figured out and finish up these groups. Michael, will you please pick the first group?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Group E. Let's see who's in mine.
All right. Who's joining Karate Mike, Simula, and Amanda? This is big.
Steve.
It is Steve. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it actually says sire.
You're joking.
Can you guys not see it?
No, we can't see any of those, but I've appreciated you holding them up anyway.
I want you to know that you've held up every single one, and we have not. They look like blank pieces of paper.
I think I saw some small writing when you held up Slaymon's, and that was the only one.
Oh man! You know what I will do is I will take a picture of the evidence and post it on Twitter for everyone to see, because I spent a lot of time on that. That was by far the lowest tech thing I did, but it probably took up the most time.
It's amazing. Should get you like a docu-cam or something, like you're teaching a college class.
I was actually tempted to involve my kids because it was starting to really bother me. Writing everyone's name down, the whole thing. I'm like, I'm the one who asked them for quotes. That's my own fault. I deserve this punishment. All right. Moving on to the next. So that's a full group. We'll talk about the groups afterwards, actually. Let's go ahead and finish these groups up. DLL, who is the next group that we're finishing up? We're filling out.
Let's finish up Group A.
Group A with MP Blaze, Slayer of Gods, Slaymon. That, like, again, I'm not taking bets on this. I'm not taking bets. I mean what I say. I really feel like any player in this tournament could win. Obviously, there would be odds to it. Group A has outrageously high odds. The skill level is so. Let's see who's getting added to this. Oh, geez. Oh, man. I'm still going to hold it up. It's me. I'm being added to that group. Oh,
it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Vega doesn't think it's going to be that awesome.
So
I love that it's still copied as Carte Mike because you hit Control-C 50 minutes ago.
I'm nothing if not consistent. I'll probably be streaming this 3 times, and then I'll just purely be narrating the rest of the tournament. That doesn't look good.
I have already made my peace with the same fate if it comes to that.
Yeah. All right. DLL, will you pick the next group, please?
No. I got to hand this off to Mike.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
We're finally following the rules. Let's go to C.
C. Fintech Super Sim. Nah, this is another just absolute group of death. And to that group of death, we'll be adding the killer himself, Enzo.
Nice.
I can't wait to see that.
That's a really strong group right there.
Absolutely.
Enzo's roster is enormous. Fintech is arguably the most skilled person on this entire board. Sam is phenomenal in Battlegrounds, and Nas is going to kick everyone's butt with Black Panther unless he's banned.
Yeah. For those who don't know Nas, make sure you ban Black Panther. A bit of a Scandinavian feel to Group C too, if I'm not mistaken, right? Maybe I'm mistaken.
I don't know where Sam is from.
All right. Let's go with Mike again. I hate rules. We're breaking them. Let's go with Mike.
Let's finish off Daddy's group in H.
Group H
right,
with
then.
DLL, Feldenos, and BMcG. We will be adding. I'm still holding them up. Maex. Oh man. And Maex actually recently put out a video talking about how he was going to make some rank ups with Battlegrounds specifically in mind. And with his roster, I imagine it'd be tough to do. I feel like he's got a lot of them. So, all right. DLL, next group, please.
G.
One more time, you cut out there. I already.
Oh, sorry. G as in, I don't know, gato.
G as in nerd?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why I couldn't think of an English word that started with G.
That's all right.
Gato, like cat.
Yeah.
Gato.
I can't explain that one.
Group G just got one of the biggest wild cards. This group, I cannot wait to watch this group perform and go against each other because it's Yusafa, whose term is, his quote is, for his tournament preparation included careful study of immunity charts, assessing opponents' weaknesses and strengths, and lots of hand calisthenics, he says. So,
Oh man.
yeah, I think he's coming strong for all of Group Gatto. Group Gatto.
Not gonna live that one down.
I like it. That's the thing. That's like tactical sticks.
Yes.
Oh man! And this time I just got only the K. You soft. All right.
So does he print them work? How old are you?
All right. The printed charts again. All right. We are going to fill up Group F. I am picking this one. We are filling up Group F. Wow. With Bryce. MU8's Bryce. MU8's Bryce. Lately been showing off. He's going to be playing with like one arm tied behind his back a little bit. He's an awesome guy. For those who don't know, there's a slight bug sometimes occurring when you go up against Wiccan. And Bryce has an R4 Wiccan.
Oh, really? That's a pretty sweet rank up.
It's amazing. I really, speaking of sea life, I would like to go get one myself. I'm just waiting for that crystal to come along.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Michael. Michael, what's B? Yeah, B or D?
We'll go Group B as in baño.
Yo, ¿dónde está el baño? All right. Iron Patriot, Marcus Pack, T Jarvis, and J Will. J Will's got an awesome channel. For those who don't know, on his channel, it's a gaming channel featuring two gamers, himself and Jabari. They play a variety of games, not just MCoC. And let's help him get to 1K subs. Let's do that. I'd love at the end of this. The channel is worthy. Check out his channel. You enjoy it, sub. I'm pretty sure you will. And we'll get him to 1K. So let's put him up there with Iron Patriot, Marcus Pack, and Tom.
And that leaves Clown.
I like how I've decided that T Jarvis is Tom Jarvis. I've decided that's his name. I think I've called him Tom like 4 times.
I mean, that is his name.
Oh, is it really?
He's in your chat.
And it's Tom? Is it really Tom?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. No wonder I've decided that. He's probably like, that is my name.
Group D is a fun group.
You didn't decide that.
Yeah.
I like Group D.
What was that all about? Wow. That is, there it is.
3 fellow officers and Nick.
Officers and the guy with the rank 4 Karnak.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Chat, if you guys don't mind, would you let me know, and please write it out, because it won't be easy to distinguish. All right, let's just do it in 2 separate ways. Which is the group that you're most excited to see go against each other? Very curious. So let's start with that. Like, I want to see that. And then I'll ask the same question to DLL and Karate Mike. You can't pick your own group. What you're just most excited to see go against each other?
At this point, T.
I'm going to say D as well.
Yeah, Clown adds a strong flavor. Nick is insane about I don't know if anyone's gone up against him, but it's an experience. Campo's insanely talented. B Manny, I'm in his battle group now and have been off and on for a while now, and the skills are outrageous. We're getting a lot of A and F. Who's in A and F?
Yeah, A's a good one for sure.
A is. Oh God. I didn't want to go 0-3 in my own tournament, but if it's what has to happen, I will. I'll be okay with it. And then F is Lagacy, Spinnaker, Infamous, Bryce. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. And then again, not G. Infamous is saying Group G. Swedeah, Egatron. I do think that one's going to be really cool too. And Swedeah puts on such a good show, you know. I'm excited to see Egatron and Nerd go against each other. I feel like there's some crossover there a little bit, and then Yusafa. It's just a total wild card for me. And then if you guys have a few more minutes, I know you both got to get going. What do you think is the toughest group. Pick two. You can pick two groups. Can't pick your own. Just the hardest to advance in, the most difficult, in your opinion.
Man, I mean, like, same thing as I said before. I feel like every group is going to be pretty competitive. I do think that in Group C, I feel like Fintech, if you leave him Tiger, he's going to find a way to just... Well, he's probably not going to have Tiger, so maybe not. I mean, if you're up against Fintech, that's like an instant ban. But just regardless, Fintech is a very skilled player, and he is very good at finding ways to get through content like this. I've definitely played him a couple times back in the betas.
Yeah, I don't really feel comfortable picking one either, but Mike's group looks pretty darn hairy.
Yeah. Except Steve won't have Nova, so what can he really do without Nova? So
I know I said you can't pick your own group, and so I'm gonna break my own rules again here. I think if it was just MP Blaze, Slayer of Gods, and Slaymon, I think that'd be an incredibly difficult group to advance out of. And then, I've never pretended to be the best player, but with my roster and the RNG, there's a chance I actually beat one of them. And I think, just makes it that much harder on those three guys to advance out of there. I think that is...
I definitely got my butt handed.
Thing to do with it, in all seriousness. Roster is actually very important for this kind of stuff as well, because defense is a big part of Battlegrounds. Offense is all well and great, and skill is all well and great. But if you have 14 stacked defenders, you can only ban 3 of them. And especially when you have a node like Flow or Bulwark, it's going to make a difference, whether people want to think so or not. So, it'd be great. I
faced work twice, and I think it came down to draft RNG both ways, arguably.
There's a lot of RNG with it, and I feel like a lot of people, would love for it to just be skill-based, but at the end of the day, it's a little bit more than just skill-based. So, there is RNG, there is spending, and RNG, crystal RNG involved as well. So, a lot of that is going to be involved too.
Absolutely. And, we've done our best. For those who don't know, just some basic setups of this. The pool play being the group play, it's not just one matchup. So MP Blaze and Slayer will obviously play each other. They'll actually play a best of 5. We're doing our best to minimize RNG as much as possible, this being the game that it is, and most video games are. I don't think this is a bad thing. I actually like it. We're trying to minimize the effects of RNG. But nonetheless, it will be there, right? We're not going to ask people to play like a best of 99 series or something like that. And then the tournament stage itself, there'll be best of 7 matchups. So, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I just brought up a good point.
What's
we
that?
Might want to come to a rule about the reroll tokens.
I would vote none of them.
Oh, yeah, no.
That would be my vote.
Yeah, no.
I wish that those weren't even in the game, personally.
I kind of forgot they even existed. Yeah, I'm really...
That sounds pretty unanimous.
Okay.
All right.
DLL,
that was a good thing I don't think we talked about.
You would have said the same thing?
Yeah. I mean, either that or, I don't know, 1 per your 5 rounds. It would have to be very limited.
Yeah, I feel... Honestly, guys, I feel like large rosters have enough of advantage. They don't need more. That's how that'll come across to me. I'm sure there's other ways around that, because obviously anyone could use one, but I just feel like the large roster is going to have a better chance of re-rolling to a better champion, so it just feels like it's further increasing any advantage. Does that sound pretty right on with you two?
Yeah.
Mr. Victor, it's very exciting. I'm going to give 1 week. So we'll start 1 week after Battlegrounds goes live, which I believe is the 12th. So we'll start on the 19th. And guys, this is no slight. I used to play World of Warcraft pretty seriously, and it was known. It was like, you don't plan a raid on the day of an update, because there's going to be bugs. There just is. No, it's true. I mean, we used to raid because we were pretty serious.
You don't do a Legends run on Wednesday when the AQ comes out.
And I just want to be clear, that's not intended to be shade. This is a whole new mode of the game. There's massive updates to it, as you guys saw. So I want to give at least a week for anything that possibly comes up to get sorted. And then if we need to delay it a week, we will. But I have a feeling we won't. And we'll get started on the 19th. And everyone will have a week to get in their matchups. That's why this whole tournament will take 7 to 8 weeks, is because each matchup. So again, MP Blaze, Slayer of Gods, they'll have a week to get that in. Everyone is encouraged to stream, but we're not going to make people stream. They will need to submit video evidence though to me. So what is this? I see some chat and I'm not sure exactly what it's in reference to. So but yeah, that's just the reality. Like I said, that was a major game, World of Warcraft, and it was just like, it just is the nature of the business. So
do you want video footage sent to you, or do you want just like screenshots of the results screen? Might just be easier for you to, instead of combing through video footage.
Yeah, so
that's up to you. Whatever you want to do. That's a you thing.
What I would love, like, I think we'll have to talk that through, Mike, because the whole thing is like, first of all, I trust literally everyone in this tournament. Like this first tournament, I went strong on people I thought would get along and that I could just trust. So the screenshot idea concerns me a little bit, right? Because we have rules of like we're not allowing strategic restarts and those sorts of things. So
yeah, we're strategic pausing against Nick.
Yeah, no strategic pausing. Like you're allowed to dance around and do that, but you can't like pause the game and get them to like 1% health and then pause the game or something like that. So
that's fair.
Does it seem like screenshots would get around that? I mean, you guys know this game, both of you, so exceptionally well. You guys might see something I don't.
I mean, screenshots will absolutely get around that. I mean, you can't tell if you pause. So so yeah, I mean, video's fine, but you're gonna have to be watching a crap ton of videos, dude. Like, if that's really what you want to do, like, I mean, go for it, go off, man. But that's gonna take a long time,
Yeah.
Maybe just like combing through it, like comb through, just make sure that there's no. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, like John is saying, honor system is the best you got. You can't, dude. Like, think about this. So there's how many people are in the tournament? 32, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be 16 matches in the beginning, right? So 16. So let's say they all go to 5. You're gonna have to watch like 80 full fights. That's gonna take a very long time, if not more, if not less. But around that number. So that's 80 rounds. So 80. You can't watch 200 fights.
Well, you're not gonna be. You're not going to be watching them. You're going to be scrubbing through.
Well, it's still going to take a long time.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, there's a huge difference there.
Dude, did you see how long it took him to copy and paste these names?
Wait, you're saying you don't think I'm good with technology, Michael? Is that what I'm picking up?
I'm not blatantly saying any of that.
You should say it because it's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm reading the chat. Only watch a video if someone complains. Only review anyone that has odd-looking numbers. I think that's true. And I want to default to assuming I will be the problem. What I mean by that is like, and I have no embarrassment in saying this. I was on stream in the Battlegrounds beta, and I went up against Nick. And Nick does not have a massive roster, okay? He doesn't. And I was like, how is this roster even at this ranking? Like, what is this? And I was like, well, I'll be really nice. And if you've seen my streams before, I talk with the chat a lot. There's a lot of that. And so I was just kind of going through, and the guy kicked my butt. Like, bad. Like, wasn't even close. And then we matched again, and it happened again, where I just got taken to the cleaners. And I was like, what is going on? And then someone said, oh, that's Nick. Like, the Nick. And
I do have to run real quick, but I will just say, I think every fight with Nick as a defender is probably one to look at, and beyond that, we can kind of...
Yeah. And you mean actually Nick Fury, not...
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry, poor segue.
No, it was good.
I'll catch y'all later.
Thank you so much for being here, buddy. Anyways, the point of that whole story was, one, is Nick136 is an amazing player. And two, that like stuff can look odd, and it's not. Like... It's just you haven't thought of it, or the person was that high skilled. And I think that's going to happen a lot in this tournament because of how smart and how skilled these players are.
Also, though, one more thing, though. There's actually, like, nodes this time, and I believe the health is higher as well. So I don't think we're going to be seeing anything too weird from this. Like in the previous beta, it was like, fight ended in 10 seconds because there's no nodes, and they have 15 health. Now they have more health, and there's, like, actual nodes.
Yeah.
So... I feel like we'll be seeing less of those like weird 10-second matchups, you know?
That's a great point, and we didn't even get to talk about it. That's part of what I love. I'm glad I didn't even get to ask you. I'm glad they've increased the health pool. I'm glad they've increased the timer. So I guess that's a question. If you have a few more minutes, Mike, is one, are you happy about that change? And two, do you think just asking people to record and then I'll ask for the recording if something seems off?
Yeah, so I'll answer your second question first. I think that's a good way to go about it, where if something seems weird, then send it over and go in and check. I don't expect anybody in this group to do anything weird, though, so I don't think that's going to happen. I don't really expect too many people to accuse the other person of doing anything weird as well. But if that does happen, yeah, I think having a backup recording is a good way to go about it. It takes 2 seconds to click the screen record button, so might as well do it. Plus, a bunch of people are going to be streaming it or recording it for videos as well. But for your first question, at first, when the recent beta went live and the health pools were smaller and the nodes were more limited, I liked the idea in theory, because it would make the matches more high-paced, right? And
yeah.
I felt like at first it was like things were kind of dragging for me a little bit, like they were taking a little bit too long. But then, like, you know, in reality, when we actually tried it out, it kind of turned into like Arena 2.0, and it just wasn't fun at all. Like, I didn't enjoy the last beta at all, because you just go in and whoever drafts the higher damage output champion first, then they win. You know?
Yeah.
So it just it became more of like an RNG thing. But,
yeah.
I feel like now when the nodes, like John was saying, he hopes the nodes are awful. If the nodes are awful, yeah, RNG is definitely going to be a factor, but the skill required to play around the nodes in an efficient way, yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Mike. And I see in the chat, guys, but I said it in the very beginning, I'm going to focus on this tournament, but I'll just say it again because I know not everyone watches the whole stream. There's going to be other tournaments. My intention is to do Community's Choice. And then also keep in mind, not everyone actually wants to participate or can. It does take a lot of time. So I'm actually extremely grateful for every single participant being willing to do it, wanting to do it, potentially having to submit videos, screenshots. And then we've got like people like Mike here, who took over an hour out of his day just to even be on this call. Like, I really appreciate that. Thank you, Mike and everyone. So, yeah. Anything else you want to add, Mike, or you got anything coming out for us? Any ultimate showcases or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm definitely working on the Agent Venom one that's coming out soon-ish. And I actually do have a rank 4 that most people are not aware of, so I'm gonna have to make another rank 4 trailer for that. You might know what it is if you are active in the Alliance chat, but the general population do not know what my latest one is, so that's going to be fun and exciting. I don't think many people are going to expect it as well, so pretty excited for that one. But yeah, that'll all be out hopefully within the next like week or so. I want that all out before like Act 8 goes up and Battlegrounds and stuff goes up, so that I can like not have to worry about like hiding rosters and whatnot to not give it away. But yeah, man,
that's awesome.
That's
dude.
about it.
Really looking forward to it. It took me a while to think of who it was, because kind of like what DL is saying about what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not. Stuff in our alliance, it's often like, oh wait, they might be making a video on that, so I'm going to pretend I didn't even see it, so I don't accidentally say it on stream. And I just remember who it is. It is extremely exciting. I am looking forward to it, and I'm going to watch it with a bit of a skeptical eye, because I'm hoping you convince me that I should rank that champion up myself. So, thank you so much for being here.
You know, I actually think that was one of the first conversations we ever had. It was about that champion like 2 years ago, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
I think that was the first PM we ever had way back when. That just came to my mind, hearing you say that like that. But yeah. All right. Good segue from that. I'm gonna go head out and get some stuff done. And yeah, man, have a great rest of your day, buddy.
All right. Thank you so much for being here, Mike.
Sure, man. Peace out, dude.
Take care. All right. If we have any moderators still left in the chat, would you guys be willing to link Max's stream? So we'll stream raid Max. Looks like he's up right now, and he's participating in the tournament, so I want to support him. I will clean up this spreadsheet here, or this tournament sheet, the draw, get that up on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, because that's where I'm going to do probably a lot of the promotional stuff for this, making sure we get this up there. And then I do have some plans. I have some plans on, like, we're going to keep track of the champions, who's winning these tournaments. Like I said, I'm hoping to do about 3 a year, because they are going to take time. I'm hoping to do one where you have to like even qualify for. I really want to take this big. As soon as Battlegrounds came out, one of my first thoughts was, we got to do tournaments. I don't know. I didn't ask them, but there is actually going to be a cash prize for the winner and second place of this tournament. I don't know if that's what made everyone be wanting to participate or willing to participate. For the most part, I think that they just want to have fun and compete, and they're excellent at this game and entertaining us. So I'm really appreciative of that. And so we'll get that all up there. Gonna have an absolute blast with it. If you guys don't mind, let's do Vega raid with Max. Thank you so much for being in the chat. So many people to say hi to. Thank you for being here. Usually I interact a bit more. And then, of course, big thank you to OG Highline for that donation. I'll get that up on the next stream. And definitely not least but last, thank you so much to Daddlylonglegs, DLL, and Karate Mike for being here on stream today. Looking forward to this tournament getting started. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.